Has it aged well? The Matrix. Yeah, when was the last time you watched any Matrix movie?
Like 15 years ago.
When did the fourth movie come out? I watched that in the fucking cinemas, dude. It was ass.
That's crazy because you don't watch anything in the cinemas.
That's not true. Has there been a movie since or anything since The Matrix that gives off the same vibe as The Matrix and yet does it in a better way?
Which vibe are you talking about?
The first Matrix movie was like, for example, just the way it was edited, for instance, is like green as fuck.
We got Mexico and Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Mexico filter.
Okay, well, I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I don't know. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Trash Taste Podcast. I'm your host for today, Joey, joined as always by my boys, Connor and Gaunt.
Sup?
Everyone go to your grandma's liquor cabinet and grab that bottle of wine and give it a good sniff, because today we're going to be asking the question, did it age well?
Do you know what wine is for?
Yeah.
You don't sniff the bottles.
Yeah, why not? That's what wine sommeliers do, right? They get their fucking nose in there and sniff it. I have a wine sommelier friend, I know.
Okay.
But yeah, we're going to be asking the age-old question of, did it age well? Essentially, we're going to be going through Trashbox Kun, as always, our boy. And inside of here, we have a bunch of anime, movies, games, any kind of entertainment media from the past. And we're going to be asking the question, did it age well? If it came out today with little to no prior knowledge of it, then would it be considered just as good or masterful as we deemed it to be back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, I think the shows and movies that we picked aren't exactly, aren't all considered as classics. They aren't always considered as the, critically acclaimed classics that have aged well. Some are. We've picked a wide range of stuff from different time ranges, some more recent than others, but the most important thing is that everything in here is a cultural hit for their time.
What is considered like eligible for it to be in here? Like how far back are we going?
It's bro, it's 2026. 1 year ago is like the new decade ago, man. You know what I mean?
You're old.
That's so depressing, bro. God damn.
Yeah, you're like, damn. Solo Leveling came out last year? Fuck me, that was
time for a remake.
Shit, that was, when are we remaking that shit?
All right.
They might. Don't give them ideas, Gaunt.
So some of these franchises that we picked are still having like new stuff coming out in this modern day, because it's 2026 right now. We can't find new culture.
Yeah.
But we are coming in with the assumption that if we put out a franchise that is still getting remade today, what if this franchise never existed but still came out today?
Right. Okay. Right. All right, the first one is, did it age well? Ocarina of Time.
Wow.
Joey,
wow. Very relevant.
Very relevant to today.
Damn.
If you haven't been on the internet for the past like month or so, then Ocarina of Time remake has just been confirmed by Nintendo, coming out this year.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Is it a Final Fantasy VII remake, or is it a like Halo Combat Evolved remake? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, is it like a 1-to-1, or is it?
We've literally gotten 5 seconds of footage of it, so I have no idea.
I thought you'd know, Joey.
Nope.
I think your dad was Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah. What the fuck? Let me ring up my dad for a second, dude. Hello, Shigsy? We only know as of right now. There's only been like
we should Google this before we say anything.
What?
There might be information out.
I don't think there is.
I don't think
there really.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the Nintendo Direct only came out last week.
But maybe they lied.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Maybe there's more info. I don't know.
I mean, it was a remake that was rumored for the longest time, and I think it got leaked maybe like a week before. But yeah, it's confirmed that Ocarina of Time is getting its second remake, because this is actually a second remake.
Second remake?
Because they remade it once on the 3DS, like an HD remake.
Oh, bro, nobody cares about 3DS.
What do you mean? I love 3DS.
3DS is pretty cool, guys.
3DS is goated, bro.
Nah, the DS was the goat, man. 3DS, I'm just like, you just added a 3 on top and
all
just
right,
called it a day. Yeah, you're just like, what are you adding here? 3D? Nobody gives a shit about 3D.
Back in the day, they did.
Do you remember when Avatar
didn't age well? 3DS.
Yeah, do you remember when Avatar came out? And everyone's like, yo, 3D cinema, it's the future. Nobody fucking gives a shit about this. It's a gimmick.
We can, you know what? We'll use that as a tangent after the Ocarina of Time discussion. Have you guys seen the reveal trailer, by the way?
I have not.
Yeah. We've literally gotten 5 seconds of actual quote unquote gameplay, which is
We
kind
didn't
of
get any
crazy.
gameplay, right?
Well, we got the opening cutscene.
Yeah, that was the opening
Sure.
cutscene. This is
Yeah.
the opening cutscene.
Well, yeah. Have you played the original Ocarina of Time?
Oh, bro, I was 8, man. I don't remember shit. You know,
It's
I
literally just like Link in the bed.
I never completed
Link
it
in the
either.
bed.
Link in the bed, and he wakes up.
It's Link in the bed. Can we just go to the shot of Link and see how he looks?
Audio
Yeah,
listeners,
yeah,
you're
right
not
there,
missing
right
much.
there.
This trailer's a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Link in the bed.
And
I
then
don't
that's
like
it.
how he looks.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of like how he looks. I like how they changed up the art style from like Breath of the Wild.
Nah, I love the Breath of the Wild art style. You know what this looks like?
Actually, I mean, I like that they change it up. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a good precedent to set that not every 3D Zelda will look the same.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, not every 3D Zelda does look the same. So, I mean, 3D Zelda. I
Yeah,
mean,
but the last two they've looked identical.
I mean-
I don't want them to stick to it.
Yeah.
that's true. I always
Maybe because
prefer,
I actually don't care that much about that style.
Fair.
see. This style is just like I don't know, something about the modern 3D render. Where
Yeah.
have you seen that Mario clip where someone?
Unreal Engine.
Yeah, someone's
Oh,
like
yeah,
Unreal
yeah,
Engine
yeah.
Mario, where someone does like the AAA Mario game.
Yeah.
Now, I like it when games are a little bit more stylistic. You know.
Well, they did an Unreal Engine version of Ocarina of Time as well, like maybe 5-10 years ago or however long it was when
Yeah.
Unreal Engine 4 came out. So people are expecting this new one to be like that. But I mean, look,
Well-
I don't think this is a hot take to say that the N64 graphics, which is what the original Ocarina of Time is from, has not aged all that well.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
mean,
think the N64 graphics have aged well?
no, but what we're looking at when we talk about N64 games is that you're looking at what like Atari was to graphics at the time as well
Right.
for 3D.
Mm.
Because, you know, SNES, they had like near the end of it, like 1996, they'd kind of like perfected like sprites.
Yeah.
Like sprites look fucking amazing. Like you look at Metal Slug, Final Fantasy 6, Chrono Trigger, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like those games look so good. And then now they have to learn 3D, which is like none of the, like at the time, like a lot of these teams had zero experience in. And so you get these kind of games that, although some of them are really good, like 64 is aged pretty well, and you know you can actually play it still, and it's okay. It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
64 is like a couple of triangles.
Yeah.
And that's like, and that's
okay.
one of the better ones because it is very simple visually. But there are some games that look really rough because they've gone for this like really strong visual style. It's also why, although I know this wasn't on 64, being the PS1,
Well, same
like
period.
Final Fantasy 7
yeah.
looks like shit.
Does it look like shit?
Oh yeah, it looks bad.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, you don't remember
Like,
the fucking cloud egg beater hands?
Okay.
Like I think people forget how bad the game looks until you play it, and you're like, wow, this is crazy because it's sandwiched between 6 and 8, and like if you look at those two games, they both look pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like if you bring up Final Fantasy 6 first, obviously just like I don't know, just have a
I don't
look.
know. Okay. Here's
Like it looks like the sprite work
beautiful.
looks good, and
Look
then
at that.
put Final Fantasy 8. You know. You
Yeah,
know,
the
and it-
jump from 6 to 8 is insane.
well,
Well, this
these
is
are
like this.
cinematics.
Yeah.
That's the cinematics. I don't know. Do you feel like it's only a matter of time before these kind of like old school PS1 era 3D render sprites, 3D renders, probably, kind of like come into?
Oh, they're already popular. They're popular again now because people are making games with this kind of sprite work.
yeah.
And it's like a stylistic choice now.
Yeah,
The
and I-
PS1 vibe is like kind of back in the indie scene.
Yeah, and because I feel like, you know, when we talk about games aging well, games with a strong, very, very strong visual style, it doesn't matter which era it came out in, because things can always come back into fashion, like with sprites, like with this PS1 era. If the visual language is strong enough, then, you know, that might even be more visually distinct than a lot of modern games coming out right now. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think, though, a lot of the times it's being used now is either in kind of nostalgia bait looking titles that are like trying to play on that nostalgia factor, or are horror games that are using kind of the low poly aesthetic in kind of an advantage of like this uncanny valley. Because
Yeah,
you
like
know,
the analog horror stuff, right?
yeah, because you can make people's, you know, because people have these triangle faces, when you draw the textures on them, it's really easy to make it look creepy. I think like there was one game that I know it was somewhat controversial, but I think it was like Bad Parenting or something it was called. Is the only one I can think of at the top of my head with this visual style. Maybe type it in, Bad Parenting.
There was also that like VHS like Chainsaw Man. not Chainsaw Man, but like man holding chainsaw.
Like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
This game's, not. I mean, this game is a bit controversial anyway, but the idea of
it's
like this
definitely
like
creepy though.
this
Yeah.
low poly kind of models, but even then, this is still more textures than the fucking Nintendo 64 had.
Yeah, I mean,
Or like
it's-
like Baldi's Basics and shit like that,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's
it,
one
it
where
is
it's kinda
a
like that.
stylistic choice, obviously, but I think this kind of visual style may have a space, because people.
Oh, absolutely, it does. But that's not what they were not trying to make that style back then. They were trying to make the graphics look amazing and new.
Yeah,
And so it ends up a lot of the games looking kind of awkward, I think.
yeah. Cause can you search up Ocarina of Time? What is it? How good or bad does that look?
I think it looks fine for an N64 game. It's definitely
Because for me, I think visually the Zelda that I think has aged the best is Wind Waker. Because that to me is like timeless visual.
yeah. Cell shading ages tremendously well.
Yeah, this one, that's,
Another thing that they were really, really bad at from my time, I've just been playing some of these older games, is that there was like, in pretty much every N64 game I've played does this, where like the worlds are so empty. And like they're so like
Hyrule
sad
Fields
looking,
and shit, right?
and like Hyrule Fields, like you look
Yeah.
at that. And anytime you go to a cave, it's like, okay. But I think the first cave you go to in Zelda is pretty visually impressive, as well as the water temple as well. I remember looking pretty good, even though it was kind of held
the inside
flat.
of the Deku tree, right, was quite nice in terms of the level design and just the atmosphere that it gives you. Like
Yeah.
these visuals and the gameplay and the story of Ocarina, I would say the part that aged the best was, I think it did a really good job of like selling the atmosphere. Which was, already worked really well on top of the great story that Ocarina had. But I think, especially today, like, because I think about it, right? Like, maybe the argument can be made that it did age well because these kinds of graphics are back in, I guess. But I'm thinking about the hypothetical of if this style never came back in and was just a period of the past, then would people look at this and still be like, oh, this game looks great?
I mean, if the gameplay is good enough, it'll always at least pop off in the indie scene,
That is true.
Is Zelda Ocarina of Time? Is it your favorite Zelda, Joey?
Not my favorite. I personally prefer Majora's Mask. If
Okay.
we're talking about this era of Zelda, just because I much preferred the kind of darker tone that Majora went for. Not to say that Ocarina is a bad game. It's a great fucking game, but I don't think it's the best Zelda game ever made.
I have not completed Ocarina of
I've
Time.
not completed Ocarina of Time.
It's
or Majora's
I
Mask.
still think it's a game that's definitely worthwhile to go back to, and there's a reason why it's a classic.
I
mean,
got
I-
stuck on the water temple as well. I never.
I mean, that water temple sucked
I
ass,
never
but like,
picked it back up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember watching my brother play it, and my older brother, and I remember thinking like, damn, that was so fucking cool when it was 3D, because
Yeah.
back then there was no 3D.
yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when you think back to this kind of stuff, you're like, a lot of the 3D stuff didn't age well. And I remember the combat being kind of jank.
Yeah, there wasn't a jump button, right? It
No,
was
there
like,
was a jump button, but I
Was
remember
there?
like the camera was absolutely your fucking enemy. Like it
No,
always
there's
is.
no
no,
jump.
because
You
I
can't jump
know
in
it
this
was
game.
it was an
No, you would-
auto jump.
Yes, it was the auto jump.
It was
when
an
you-
auto jump
oh my
feature.
God. And I remember
Yeah.
when you try and fucking hit those fucking things on the ceiling in the first temple.
Oh, the Stalfos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you would always try and like jump and you'd miss it and you have to re-fucking position the camera. And it's like, dude.
Yeah. See, the one thing that didn't age well, I think, was just
Oh, camera. in
most,
these
if
games
not
is
all,
horrific.
Nintendo 64 games was the camera system.
Cameras were horrific.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I think Mario 64 is like a masterpiece of a game, the camera is incredibly frustrating if you're not used to it. And I think Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, to be fair, very much suffers from that. But that's also just because, this was such a new thing, and even the game devs were just like, all right, how the fuck do we work a camera?
But the thing is, right, when you play like A Link to the Past and you play A Link to the Past now, it doesn't feel like an outdated game.
No.
It's a very, like those sprite games for some reason, I don't know what the secret sauce is. They do not feel like they've aged.
That's why Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game.
I mean, I think most people agree it's like the best. I think most people agree it's like the best one in terms of like the classic Zelda
Yeah,
formula.
the
Yeah.
core Zelda games, yeah.
And I think unfortunately, when you boot up Ocarina of Time, you feel like you're playing an old game. So I think like if it did come out today, I don't think it would be popular.
Yeah, it's so weird how much the 3D kind of like gameplay mechanics and stuff have been so optimized, but you go to 2D sprites and it's I guess it's like due to the limitations, right? There's only so much you can do with it, and so the gameplay from all the way back to the SNES era is still aged wonderfully.
Yeah.
in a lot
I
of
mean, look at
ways.
the indie scene and how like, so many fucking indie games now are still going back to this like kind of 2D or even like HT 2D style. People just still love it. They find charm in it.
All right, so I guess this is the perfect time to ask the question, since we're like asking the question, did it age well? What do you think the remake needs to do in order for it to age well?
You think the story of Ocarina of Time is particularly strong?
I would say Ocarina of Time definitely has a strong story.
Can you tell me the story of the game? Because I actually don't know. And if you don't remember, that's fine. But
I'm not going to lie, I don't remember.
Because I don't remember the story.
Link saves
Zelda.
Link saves Hyrule, and Ganondorf is in it.
Yeah.
Because he always is.
Ganon steals Zelda or something.
Does Zelda have a good story?
Look, I think,
I'm just gonna call it out right now.
I think there's some interesting ones. Like I know, look, everyone always talks about Majora's Mask because it's fucking creepy and it's weird.
Yeah.
And like even
I
if it's
never
not a
played
good
Majora's
story.
Mask.
Well, I mean, visually you know of it, and it's fucking
it's the
cool.
fucking moon.
It's the moon.
It scared
right?
the fuck
Yeah.
out of me as a kid because it's way scarier than any Zelda game.
I have never played a single Zelda game for the story. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stories I love.
Can we
in video
Google
games?
Zelda Ocarina of Time story? Because I actually don't know, and I think a lot of the viewers also don't know and are pretending that they know, or like are lying.
a lying.
Because I don't know a single person. Okay.
Okay, it's a coming-of-age story about a boy who loses his childhood to save the world. It begins with Link, a fairyless Kokiri, learns that the evil Gerudo King Ganondorf seeks to conquer Hyrule. Link must travel through time, awaken ancient sages, and defeat the darkness. So yeah, it's a Zelda game.
Yeah. Okay, so because I've been replaying, I've picked Tears of the Kingdom back up. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
And I remember specifically you saying on One Trash Taste, you're like, this is the best Zelda story for a while. I was just like, damn, Joe, this is just a Zelda story. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a Zelda story.
I think with Tears of the Kingdom, the way that they expand upon the Hyrule lore is really interesting.
Okay,
right?
okay,
Because it's
okay.
like, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is like kind of a precursor to a lot of the Zelda lore, like of the previous games. So it explains a lot about like how Hyrule came to be and like the kind of the lore of, I guess, like Ganon as a character, right? So like that's explained a lot in, or at least it attempts to explain a lot in Tears of the Kingdom, which is why I thought it was more interesting than, Ocarina of Time, which is just like, oh, Ganon bad, trying to take over world. Link, get his ass,
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is sponsored by Vessi's, the goat of footwear. You've watched the podcast. We're on episode 300. You love Vessi's. We love Vessi's. You need a pair of Vessi's.
We still wear these every single day.
Every day.
Every day, guys. And guys, we know it's summer right now, but you can never predict the weather in 2026. But it's okay, because Vessi has got you covered. Whether it be sun, rain, sleet, snow, these Vessi storm bursts can get you through anything.
Previously in your life, maybe it was too hot and you didn't want to go outside. But these shoes are amazingly breathable. You have no excuse. You won't get swamp foot. You'll get beautiful foot because everyone will compliment your Vessis and how stunning they are. They're so good that Joey wore them to Gart's wedding. We know we've told you this, but that's how stylish they are.
With extra traction outsole, a dual density midsole, durable upper with TPU layering, breathable waterproof, easy on design with a pull tab, removable insoles, and it's vegan. Plus, if you go to Vessi right now, you get a 1-year warranty on all the shoes and a 30-day returns and exchanges. Plus, if you live in the United States and North America, free shipping on orders over $110.
A little rain shouldn't be the reason you stay home. These are fully waterproof, incredibly grippy, and built for whatever conditions you run into. Get 15% off your first pair at vessi.com/trashtaste, plus free shipping, 1-year warranty, and 30-day hassle-free returns.
Smells good.
Thank you to Vessi for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that where, there's a difference between, like, in my mind, there's a clear difference between a world that has interesting lore and something that has, like, a compelling narrative. And, Zelda, to me, has always just been very simple. Link saves the world, coming-of-age story, saves Zelda. And then all the different iterations of Zelda have had different lore, different backstories, which you can really sink your teeth into.
Yeah, the Zelda lore timeline is incredibly complicated. And
Yeah.
even my previous thing of I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is a precursor. I don't even know if that's correct. Honestly, I don't think any Zelda fan actually knows what the order is, because that's
There's definitely
constantly
someone watching the show knows.
Yeah. It's been constantly debated, because it's never just
the Zelda timeline?
yeah.
Wasn't that officially announced by Nintendo?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I'm pretty
yeah.
sure there was arguments from fans being like, no, actually Nintendo fucked up with the list.
Yeah.
No, so what
I heard as well.
what I understand is that fans have been theorizing this for decades and decades, the Zelda timeline. And then Nintendo actually released the official timeline a while ago.
Yeah, but what if they're wrong, Gaunt?
Okay, can
What if they come from the-
What if Nintendo lied?
Can we Google, is the Nintendo official Zelda timeline correct? Because I'm pretty sure. Because look, it doesn't matter if they say it's right. If the fans don't agree, they're like, nah.
Nintendo's official Zelda timeline is correct in that it is
Highly
the
debated.
publisher's official canon, but it is highly debated within the fandom.
Yeah, there you go.
It contains conceptual inconsistencies and modern games like Breath of the... Okay, so we're just ignoring the author. Then we're just ignoring the source material. We're
Yeah.
like,
The
nah.
author, bro. What do you mean? It's like a whole fucking split up thing. They don't even know. It's probably a mess of conglomerations and fucking corporations.
Oh, that's right. Skyward Sword is the first one.
The thing that people were freaking out about was Ocarina of Time, right? Was the big timeline splits.
Yes.
Where there's a timeline where Link fails.
Yes.
And
on
that,
the left side there, yeah. And then it goes to Link to the Past.
Yeah. And
Yeah, see, I'm not
actually
I'm not nearly into Zelda as much to understand all of this.
no.
I generally trust the fandoms more than I do the
Yeah. I know how dedicated the fandom is, and if the fandom says it's probably this, then it's probably that.
Do you trust the fandoms more?
I do, because they are not paid to care, and they care more than any
This
corporate.
is purely by passion.
Because there's probably a guy at Nintendo who was like, hey Derek, you got to do this all the time, right? He's like, no, I don't want to do
And
this.
he's like, all right, let me refer to r/Zelda then.
Bro, they probably got to ask the Zelda in-house lore master, who is probably pretty knowledgeable, but you know what I mean? He's pretty.
Yeah.
So there's probably not a guy who's being paid to be the lore master. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
probably got 5 other jobs.
Yeah.
Whereas these people who love these games will literally make it their job. To,
Yeah, I don't think AG
theorize.
Aonuma sat down and was just like, all right, I have to make sure this
Yeah,
is
because a
all
lot of these
correct.
times the reason why these games are made are not because there's a passion. It's like, hey, boss needs another game.
Yeah. The last one did great.
I
Give
mean,
us another one.
I disagree with that. I'm sure everyone working on Zelda. They're fucking working on Zelda, bro. That's like a dream project, man. That is as a game developer, you get to work on fucking Zelda. You're like,
John,
hold up.
I admire your starry-eyed view of this world
Hold
and
up.
how it works.
Nah, man. I mean,
Brother,
blood.
what was it?
Passion
Okay.
is the pure
fine.
fucking.
I'm bringing out the trump card.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
Google Shigeru Miyamoto quote: "Games are a product." Bring it out. Google it.
Put the receipts on the table.
Show me what the big man himself said.
Brother, I don't care about the big man.
What do you care about the big man?
You don't care about the guy who made the fucking game.
Well, I'm gonna say it's fucking Japan, okay? Let's look at the anime industry. You think fucking salaries are powering people powering
I'll have you know
people?
that's my dad, actually.
Shigeru
my
Miyamoto
dad.
said that video games are products rather than works of art. God, okay.
I'm
he
gonna,
sees it as just another fucking thing for the
I'm
quarter.
gonna call it right now because I'm gonna say that's a fucking misquote. That must be a fucking
That's not a
misquote.
misquote.
That's misinterpreted.
Motherfuckers said
I
that.
don't fucking believe that shit.
Look, I'm telling you, okay? I'm sure there are times where they're like, fine, we'll make another Zelda, okay? They don't fucking want to make, they didn't want to make Zelda 2. Zelda 2? What the fuck was
You're
that?
like that
Zelda was ass.
motherfucker who is quoting that that Gaben quote in every
Oh,
piracy
no, I know, 'cause
discussion.
that is so useless.
Like every fucking piracy discussion. You're doing that right
no,
now.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And also, people who only quote that as their argument of piracy are just people who don't want to fucking actually sincerely engage with the conversation about it. And they're like, well, my boy Gaben said it. I'm like, yeah, but Gaben has a fucking mega yacht, bro.
Yeah.
Stop listening to him and everything he says. Think for yourself. But this is the reason why I'm saying this is because it's you literally are like, nah, they all love it. brother, well, come on, man.
He's wrong though, because video games can be works of art. They are works of art.
Look, I agree with you too.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that Nintendo doesn't view it as game works of art.
He's not Nintendo. He's not every
He's
individual
not Nintendo.
employee. Yes, he's not every individual.
He's literally a
employee
founding
right
member
now.
of the company.
Brother, he's not Nintendo.
Nah, you guys are wrong. There's passion in this industry. I believe it. Passion doesn't make a soulless product.
Okay. What if someone who comes to Nintendo and he's like your age, and he's the one who decides the Link timeline? Do you believe him?
What do you mean?
He's like your age. He's like hired at Nintendo 10 years ago.
We don't know who made the fucking. Maybe Miyamoto
Tell me who made this timeline.
we don't know who made the timeline.
You know what I mean? Who? When does it have legitimacy? This timeline, is it just because Nintendo said it?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it does.
What more legitimacy can there possibly be?
I don't believe it.
What more okay,
Who's the Nintendo lawmaster? I would need to know.
Look, we cannot get more legitimacy than the actual makers of the product itself.
No, I disagree.
No, I disagree because I think there are a bunch of games where the actual creator of the game loses track of the lore that they created because they overcome. Look at fucking Kingdom Hearts. You think Nomura has any idea what the fuck is about to happen? No, that's why he keeps making the games to fill in the plot holes.
I have a question about Kingdom Hearts because someone told me this. I want to know if it's true because I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
Is the third game, do they beat the final bad guy by calling upon all the mobile gamers of the mobile game? Is this for real?
Yep. Yeah, the final
That's for real?
The final battle is they get a
They
bunch
call
of
all the mobile gamers.
they call they just like ring hello Kingdom Hearts cross players get your ass in here, and it creates like this giant black cloud of souls, and you can see all of the usernames inside of it. So it's like, oh my god, Sora called upon the Kingdom Hearts fan base to defeat Zeohard or whatever the fuck his name was. Xehanort, thank you. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
It's so
I only know
unserious.
this because of my wife, but yeah. And then now Kingdom Hearts 4 is set in fucking Shibuya.
Damn.
So tangent aside.
Tangent aside, if Nomura can't even fucking keep up with his own lore, do you think Nintendo can?
Well, I'm saying they are more legitimate than fans, unfortunately, because they are the makers. They're the creators.
I think think about the fans just keep track of everything you've ever done so much better than you ever could.
Yeah.
This is
Look
true,
at our
Ron,
fans.
right? Maybe the only guy I trust to be as on top of it is like Oda.
So
He's like the only guy who seems to be on top of it.
Yeah.
Like he knows. He keeps track. But like the truth is, I mean, look at fucking.
do you trust?
Look at Araki, bro. He's like, what fight? He doesn't even know the fights he wrote.
Like, what do you mean I introduced
Whereas
Earth,
the
Wind, and
fans,
Fire twice?
whereas the fans will know literally everything. They know everything to like a shocking amount of detail.
Yeah.
Do you trust your Twitch chat more than your own memory?
Yes.
If Twitch chat said you like,
I use them as like memory banks because I'll tell them things to remind me because they'll remember everything.
He's gone too far.
I don't know. Like,
That's a separate issue.
but they're so, people are so, like, fans are so good at keeping track of things so much better than the creators.
I agree, but in terms of
Like,
legitimacy,
an official-
it's a dangerous game to play to give a fandom that much
No, I
collective
agree,
power
but I-
to determine canon.
I think
you know?
that when, like, a series gets so long running
Yeah.
that the creatives almost lose, like, the ability to actually canonicize it. I don't know if that's a word.
Also, in the case with Legend of Zelda, I don't think they created the game franchise with like a cohesive lore in mind.
No.
Like they just made the individual games and then they realized, oh, we have enough games now where we're starting to kind of get a glimpse into the entire lore. So let's try to piece together the lore in some fashion that kind of makes sense, right? But, you know, according to the Zelda fan base, it's just like, no, you're forgetting some stuff actually. So we don't believe you.
Right.
TLDR, no, I don't think Ocarina of Time would be popular if it came out today.
Yeah.
Although we'll see with the remake. Although that's technically a different game. But this game would
I'm excited for the remake.
If this game comes out. But we're not talking about the remake because the remake would have to change a bunch of things.
Yeah.
But I do think if it changes the gameplay a bit, makes... I don't know. I'd never finish Ocarina of Time, so maybe actually finishing it would make me realize why this game is viewed as such a masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not my favorite Zelda game, but it's still a fantastic game, and I understand how much this game means to so many people.
Yeah.
So I get like the hype around it. Like I'm definitely gonna play when it comes out, but like I'm also worried of like what more can they do to this game to like improve upon it?
Yeah.
You know, whether it be change in the story or gameplay change or something. If it's just like a fucking reskin, then it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little disappointed if that's the case. Anyway,
Okay,
that was
interesting.
Ocarina of Time.
All right.
I'm gonna
I
take a
can't
piss.
imagine how many Zelda fans we pissed off with. SpongeBob.
Joey's not here. Joey loves SpongeBob.
Joey's not here.
Joey's pissing. I mean, I think it absolutely does hold off.
I mean, I recently watched it for the first time.
Yeah.
On the Trash Taste Anime Club.
Yeah.
And I thought it had aged wonderfully.
I think it occupies for me the same space as like almost like Tom and Jerry. Kind of earned the timeless status.
Yeah.
What did we
SpongeBob.
pick, sorry?
SpongeBob.
Oh, that has aged incredibly well. I watched it for the first time during COVID.
Am I the only one who fucking grew up with this shit?
I didn't grow up with Nickelodeon.
Oh.
I was poor.
Oh.
Thanks for bringing it up, Connor.
You didn't have a laptop or something? You didn't?
Oh, brother, this was before I didn't have cable. You know.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, my dad had cable. Thank God. And the only reason why is because he was not missing a football game.
Oh, fair. That's
He was like, I was
Okay.
like, I don't, son, you can use this and get whatever.
yeah.
But my dad really wanted to watch football. And
Right.
thank God, because that was how I watched Futurama, Simpsons,
Right. Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. They did Futurama and Simpsons reruns on Australian TV, like outside of cable, but a lot of the Nickelodeon shows, I don't know. I was too much of a Cartoon Network kid.
They weren't separated in the UK.
Oh, in Australia they were separated.
We just had the.
I'm pretty sure it was anyway, at least in my
No, maybe
memory.
it was actually separated, but we had both channels.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would flip whichever one had the most interesting things
Yeah.
on.
I mean,
But,
I feel like the biggest reason I think, even if it aired today, it would be decently popular is just because there's a reason why it is lived on in memes.
Yeah.
Right? It's because
100%.
it is so it plays into meme culture so fucking well. And I think obviously it's still relevant today. But even if it aired today, I still think there would be a bunch of memes coming out of
Well,
it.
because I guarantee a lot of the people who are using SpongeBob memes on the regular, especially those in the younger generation, probably didn't watch a lot of SpongeBob. Or maybe they did, but like the later seasons where a lot of the memes don't actually come from. Because like most of the SpongeBob memes come from like the first couple of seasons of SpongeBob, right?
Well, those are like the golden.
Yeah, those are like the
Golden
golden
seasons.
seasons. And like when I finally actually sat down and watched, I think the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob during COVID, like, yeah, okay, obviously it took me back to the time of like, the 90s and 2000s cartoons that I grew up with. So there was like a weird sense of nostalgia, even though I didn't grow up with this show. But a lot of the jokes and like a lot of the stories are still really fucking funny. And
Yeah.
I think it aged incredibly well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's weird watching it in like modern day because half of my watch experience is just going oh
Yeah.
And you don't realize how many like memes came out of it.
It's crazy. You can pause at any moment of any episode during the first 3 seasons and guarantee it's probably a meme.
Yeah.
Like every screenshot is a meme from those first couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, it was just such strong, like, I don't know, not framing, but art direction and
Yeah.
the ability to just kind of craft these frames, which was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And just visually very stimulating, but also the jokes are great for kids or adults.
Yeah.
What makes a piece of media like more memeable than others? You know what? 'Cause
There's like an intentionality to how like absurd the character reactions are in a way that is like really fun and easy to share. I think.
yeah.
Like
This-
very like kind of this sense of like surrealism almost that takes you out of everything you have previously known about. Like, like it's not memed as much today, but like that's a big reason why like Ren and Stimpy was like really fucking well regarded back in the day because it was just so absurd and so obscene that it's just one of those shows that like sticks with you forever if you experienced it.
I think also when a show is very popular like SpongeBob, sometimes memes kind of rely a bit on the like audio that plays in your head. Like there's that one SpongeBob meme with the guy's opening the toilet. He's like, oh
yeah.
shit. But you kind of can feel that kind of audio in your head
Yeah.
of like the tone which allows you to then, when you share it, everyone kind of is immediately put in the exact same like headspace because you know the audio, you know the feeling of the scene.
Yeah.
Which I think helps a lot. That's why, maybe there's shows that have some memes, but maybe not as many because they're just not as popular. I think it's the popularity of SpongeBob that lends itself to
Because
memes.
I was thinking about it. Is it memes that helps the show gets popular, or is it popular shows that gets memes?
I think it's a symbiotic
Popular
relationship.
shows. I think popular shows get memes.
Because I was trying to think, like, why is it this generation of anime fans that is just JJK memes? What is it about?
Popular. No.
Yeah, because everyone's watching it.
It's like being in on the joke. Everyone wants to be in on the joke. It's the water cooler conversation.
But it has so many though. It has, like Demon Slayer is popular.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are the Demon Slayer memes?
Well, I think it also helps when a show is heavily stylized. Think like JoJo, JJK. There's a lot of like, it's like fun to mimic because it's stylish. I think it's fun to be in on the know of JJK because you can be a part of it. But also, I do think there's this kind of laziness to it where like it's nice because you can just watch one show and be in on like half of regular pop culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that's kind of also the reason why it gets memed so much because it's kind of like a critical mass of like the more popular a show gets in terms of memes, the more people want to get involved so they can be kept with the memes. But then in turn, people who are consuming these memes are likely to be creating more memes. So it kind of explodes. I think the more when it reaches like a critical mass of memes, it will just keep making more.
Yeah, but I think that's
Same with like Metal Gear and stuff like that. Because the games that kind of reach that level just like keep like self-fueling.
Yeah.
Because new people are being exposed to the memes and the media, getting into it, then making more memes.
Yeah, and I think that explains why like SpongeBob, for example, has just kind of superseded that and kind of gone into like a legacy status, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking active SpongeBob SquarePants fan base on the internet that people are making these memes for. It's just like it's just become that thing that is outside of that whole identity of like the group or anything. Like you don't, just because you post a SpongeBob meme doesn't mean that you're like part of the SpongeBob fan base or whatever, right? Like it's just kind of become its own identity, which I think is very telling of the fact that the show has just aged incredibly well.
My favorite phenomenon is when you get an old show that was made before the meme era kind of like resurface.
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
The recent one that fucking surprised me was that Ashton and Joe meme. Like the fucking "I'll see you again." Have you seen that meme?
No.
Oh, that I've seen that meme fucking everywhere. It's a scene from Ashton and Joe where like it's like when you and your bro like say goodbye for the last time. Yeah, Ashton and Joe. But like this scene has been fucking on my timeline for ages, and I don't know why.
Oh.
It's like suddenly this meme is back again, and I'm like, I guarantee 99.9% of people who are using this meme have never seen
It's the
Ashton and
one
Joe.
on the top left.
Yeah, the top left.
It's that one.
Send this to bro.
Yeah, send this to bro.
It's just like him disappearing into the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like walks off into the rain. He's like, I'll see you again.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, why did this become a meme?
that's what I love about it.
See you again?
You just can't predict it anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the one way to get new fans into old shows.
Out of context is so funny.
There you go.
All right. So
But yeah, SpongeBob, goated. Please watch at least the first 3 seasons if you've never seen it.
definitely aged well.
Sword Art Online.
Oh, here we go, boy. Here we go.
Obviously, if you're a new anime fan or you've gotten into anime the past 5 years, you probably missed the absolute mania that was the Sword Art Online.
Yep.
Because when it came out, holy shit, this was the show.
This got a lot of
was
people
the
into
show.
anime.
Yeah, this transitioned a lot of people from normal people to anime fans.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably, the start of wasn't the first modern like isekai, but arguably
Definitely popularized it.
Yeah, definitely this style of show. A lot of the explosion of these types of shows started with Sword Art Online back in the day. Even though it wasn't the first, but it definitely got the popularity.
Yeah.
The reason why I think is because I'm trying to like look back and to think why the fuck this show became so popular. But I think it was at the peak like online gaming phenomena combined with that want to be like the fucking
The
Giga
goat.
Chad.
Okay, never mind. Here.
Go. They kind of like got people into it, and
It's-
YouTube.
Here's why I got popular. All right, this came out in an era where the term gamer wasn't treated like a slur. You know, it's. Do you remember an era where people were like trying to like empower? Like people were like, yeah, I'm a gamer. Like unironically.
Well, this is like peak double XP Doritos. Like go to the supermarket. Go.
I'm
and get
trying
some
to
fucking-
remember an era where gamer was considered a slur.
no, this is the era. You know?
I'm like,
if I call you a gamer,
I'm like,
Joey,
did I miss that train? Like,
No, this is just like when everyone was kind of like there was a hype of getting into gaming. Like,
Yeah.
like everyone was like trying to pretend they were a
People
gamer
were proud gamers
Yeah.
back then, you know. People, Joe, you're laughing. You're laughing, Joey. And this was the era back then. People were proud to identify as gamers.
Yeah.
What year did Sword Art Online come out?
2012.
Yeah, that
yeah.
line's about right? This
Yeah.
is like after Modern Warfare 2, it's like 4 years after. Yeah, this is about the era where like ads, double XP, collaborations, all this shit started
Yeah.
happening where like everyone was game like constantly. So it kind of went really well, combined with I think a massive fact, which I think people forget, is that it was just on YouTube as well. It was pretty easy to pirate and like, watch.
Yeah, true.
And it blew up for a couple of various reasons on YouTube too.
Yeah. So, do you remember when? Okay, I'm. Kai, can you Google? I am a gamer, not because I don't have a life,
Because I
because
choose
I
to have many.
have many.
I choose to have many.
Like this. Okay, yeah, this. I am a gamer not because I don't have a life, but because I choose to have
this is
many.
peak. This is
This
peak.
was
Peak.
peak. You put this like on your Facebook
Yep.
and everything. You know, you are proud because you are getting clowned on because you played games.
This is
And
the
then
Facebook group era as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Which
yes.
You
Yeah.
would like Facebook groups depending on,
Yeah.
what your interests.
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
this was like peak. I am a gamer and I'm proud of it moment. And and what happened? What the fuck happened, man?
And then it became a slur. So. Apparently.
So yeah, this is very popular. I think unfortunately when you watch it, it's just not very good.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why, I think because it's a shit game. Like the game within Sword Art Online looks kind of shit.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
also came out in a time when, virtual reality was also like, ooh, VR gaming.
I guess.
That is
know,
true, yeah.
People were like,
Everyone was like, this is the future of gaming.
yeah, people
This
were
is going to happen in 10 years.
People are hyped at the idea of being able to like just link, like just like, what's the word they use? Like link in, like
Link start.
link start, or a neural link into their game.
Yeah.
Before virtual reality became like such a big thing.
Oh.
This was like an exciting concept. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
that it's a good game. It's definitely the most unbalanced fucking game of all time.
Yeah, Kirito's fucking busted from day one. It's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, he has the. I
He's
think
not
he
a
has,
gamer, he's a beater. I fucking remember that term, because even back then I was like, you could have picked any
Oh, yeah,
other
he
name.
played in the beta, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played in the beta. So
He's a
became-
beta gamer, so he's a beater.
He became a beta. I mean, Sword Art Online is just peak power fantasy
Yeah.
for its time.
Yep.
And power fantasy hasn't really gone anywhere new.
I mean, look,
It's-
Power Fantasy is a slop genre.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it hasn't gone
'Cause, I
anywhere
mean,
new,
it's-
but it doesn't mean that it's good.
It's just slop
know?
genre. I mean, there's not many good stories in Power Fantasy because it's a fucking fantasy.
I mean, what's the line between like a power fantasy that we clown on and just like a power fantasy that is like glorified? Like, okay, James Bond, is that a power fantasy? For
I'd say.
What do you define as a power fantasy?
that's what I'm asking right now.
That's what I wanna know
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
What is your definition of a power
Look,
fantasy?
James Bond, like
Yeah.
middle-aged white man, like a super spy, gets all the girls, saves the world.
Yeah, there
you
is
know?
definitely a Power Fantasy aspect.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like to me, power fantasies have always existed since like the beginning of like fiction because
Yeah.
people want to escape their lives and
Yeah, and
feel
also people don't want to like, follow a story of like a guy who's just, or a guy or a girl who's just like, yeah, I'm the shit, and then he gets absolutely slimed, right? So-
yeah, to me, it's like Sword Art Online is just the line is like, how cheap is it? It's like Kirito kind of became the most powerful person in there got special abilities in a system that was rigged towards him being the protagonist, you know.
But there's a lot of, I guess maybe like Bond specifically, there's a lot of self-introspection to the character, at least in the newer movies, in the character of Bond, kind of making fun of him. Everyone pointing out that he's weird and lonely, because he kind of is. You know, there's a lot of comedy in there.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of self-reflection in at least newer Bond movies that, I mean, maybe because they've had the prior ones that are like glazing the shit out of him. And he's the greatest. And, you know.
Yeah.
But that's also kind of like an 80s, 90s trope anyway.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of died off. And so it does feel a bit dated to have Sword Art Online, but also it feels kind of childish. You know, I think SpongeBob shows more maturity than Sword Art Online sometimes.
I mean,
weirdly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Though? Like, because when I watch Sword Art Online now, and like I think back to it, I feel like embarrassed because I'm like, man, this is like a sad power fantasy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a sad rendition of it. I don't know. Is that like a take? I don't know.
I mean,
maybe I'm getting old. I don't know.
I mean, I would say that Sword Art Online, the biggest thing that I don't think Sword Art Online has aged well is because there's just so much of the same thing now. I mean, you talk about power fantasy gaming anime or manga, I'm like, that's half the industry right now. You know, that's half of like isekai.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Solo Leveling is the latest rendition of just the pure power fantasy, and that is basically very, very similar to Sword Art Online, but just with even more aura farming. You know, you kind of have like the video game aspect with it. Still, it's not like a video game, but you have like video game aspects.
Yeah, the only difference is that Kirito looks fucking lame next to Songwoo.
That's
the only difference.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
Kirito was like the true ideal like gamer back then.
Yeah.
And now he just looks like a soy boy compared to some of these modern
He
aura
does
farmers,
like a
man.
soy boy. He does.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking Kirito gets mogged by.
Okay, so then considering the fact that we still very much have the whole power fantasy thing in isekai, especially even in anime, if it was like just as the same as it is now, where it's like you have your solo levelings, you have your power fantasy isekais, and then as a brand new edition, Sword Art Online came to the forefront, do you think it would be just as popular?
No, it'd be a failure.
Yeah.
Because like Shangri-La is like this but good.
That's true.
And that show was popular.
That's a proper gamer show.
Yeah.
But I feel like it did what Sword Art Online kind of tried to do and was good.
Yeah.
Whereas Sword Art Online, if it came out today, I feel like really would be kind of shoved to the back of the queue in terms of a lot of people's. They'd be like, yeah, it's kind of a. People would probably mock it more.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I think Sword Art Online was a lightning in a bottle. I think the gaming aspect was the big selling point for Sword Art Online. Because it's not the first, like I said, it's not even the first like isekai kind of like not okay like power fantasy.
I mean, Dot Hack did it first, right? Technically
I mean, I would argue that like Dot Hack and Sword Art Online have like very little in common aside from being trapped in the video game. I would argue the first one I can think of is Zero no Tsukaima.
Oh yeah,
The Familiar of Zero. I feel like that's much more aligns with what the modern isekai like genre is turned
Man,
into.
you fucking took me back with Zero no Tsukaima.
Bro,
I fucking love this show.
yes,
Zero no
right?
Tsukaima was the shit
And this
back
was
in the mid 2000s.
2006.
Oh!
Maybe ahead of its time, if anything.
I'd say this was ahead of its
But
time.
this, I would say, if we're talking about the progenitor of the modern isekai genre, I'd probably point to this, actually.
Never thought about that.
Out of everything, but maybe it was like before its time. Sword Art Online came in an era where it was the perfect storm, where I think there was always going to be a show like Sword Art Online that got popular,
Yeah,
because
of
there were
course.
so many shows coming out. But it just came out at the right time where people wanted the same kind of like power fantasy, but gaming was getting popular and it was still cool back then, and gamers were empowered and they saw Sword Art Online.
Like, just like me for real,
yeah,
dog.
yeah, right.
That's true.
And it had decent production values as well.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the industry became saturated, and I don't think it would. I don't think it would stand out today. It would just get lost in the crowd of other shows.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
There you go.
And that's it.
Next,
Rip SAO.
Rip SAO.
Rip SAO.
Rip Kirito.
Rip Bozo. Okay, did it age well? Undertale.
I would like to ask you guys. I've not played Undertale. Never played Undertale.
I mean,
I only know about it through the memes.
I think you could still play it today. Have you ever played it?
No, I've never played it.
I think you'd enjoy it if you went into
I think you'd enjoy it as well.
it.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
Because what is good about Undertale? I mean,
Great question. So I think, first of all, I think any game that is developed by a solo dev in and of itself, even if it releases and it's bad, is like pretty impressive to go through with something. But it literally made everything, music, visuals, story, all done by Toby Fox, obviously, who did an amazing job. Obviously, the music, very iconic still. Megalovania, still one of the most iconic video game songs
Sans,
of all
incredibly
time.
popular.
Even within 10 years. But essentially, what it did at the time, which was take this kind of RPG formula and maybe take some elements from, I don't know if it was inspired by it, but it very much feels like it. I don't know if you know these like Mad Father games, like these old
RPG Maker games
that are kind of like a lot more gory and gritty.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of captured the kind of fear of those games and kind of unknown aspect of them and brought them into this kind of a submersive. Is that the word? Subversive RPG Maker, where you start open and everything is going well and you're in this tutorial and everything seems happy, and suddenly things start getting like really depressing because you can fight the like tutorial person and when you kill them they actually like fucking die, and then it's like quite traumatizing. And then as you start to like go through and talk to people, your instinct is to just fight everything that lets you fight it, and the game kind of tries to push you to be like, hey, maybe you should like talk to people or try to.
Yeah, it gives you the option to either be a pacifist or be just murderer, essentially.
Yeah, so from what I understand, my entire knowledge of Undertale is just purely through memes. But would you guys say that it's a meta game?
Yes, I would say it's. I don't know if I'd call it necessarily a fourth wall breaking game. But it definitely. I mean, so the backstory of Undertale or Toby Fox is that he originally kind of got infamous on the internet because he made a Halloween mod of Mother 3. That was like the thing that he kind of used because he's. I mean, if you play Undertale and you've played Earthbound, then it's like a lot of similarities. Earthbound is clearly his favorite game of all time, which is valid. But he took a lot of inspiration from Earthbound in the sense that the thing that made Earthbound really revolutionary back in the day was the fact that it kind of subverted your expectations of what you would consider a normal RPG to be. Because up until that point, RPGs were very much just like, you're a hero who's there to save the earth, and then you have to go through the different levels, fight monsters, and then you get to the final boss, and then that's it. Whereas Earthbound kind of took that formula and it did this really good job of kind of balancing the serious aspects with the really kind of ridiculous, absurdist aspects of like, the story of Earthbound is like very serious in that sense of like, Ness is there to, stop Gygas from destroying the world and all that kind of stuff, which is very typical. But along the way, you kind of, the game kind of throws you all these small moments, especially with the NPCs, that kind of, kind of takes away all of the strength in your shoulders of being like, oh, wait, why am I so serious about this game? This is just like a fun, whimsical, comedic kind of game that doesn't take itself seriously. And it does a really good job of balancing those two things. And I think Undertale does the exact same thing. Undertale obviously has a very serious story with a proper plot and well-constructed characters, but along the way, it just gives you those little jabs of being like, why are you taking this game so seriously? This is just a fun, unserious game.
Really strong characters and characterization.
Yeah.
The gameplay's pretty cool. Still kind of quite unique, the bullet hell dodging in the box.
Oh, yeah. That was so cool.
Also the kind of like DDR fights as well, which is pretty cool too. Have you seen these?
No.
There's like points in the game where like if you choose a more violent path, some of the characters start fighting you. And they have some really he uses some really very awesome creative ways of making this box interesting. Like the box will shrink or get bigger.
Right.
And then there'll be like arrows that pop up on the screen. You have to like face certain ways. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. And the DDR aspect actually comes from a core gameplay loop of Mother 3. So so Earthbound Mother 2 was your standard, just JRPG with like your HP, MP, turn-based kind of stuff. Mother 3 did an interesting thing where they used this thing called the beat system, where essentially every time you attack, that you have to listen to the background music that's playing at the time. And if you hit A to the beat of the music, then it does extra damage. So it kind of adds this like a DDR, like kind of a rhythm game aspect to it as well. And I think that's where he got the inspiration for like the bullet hell DDR fights in Undertale, because that was also really, really unique at the time. But yeah, obviously he took that one step further and was like, yeah, let's add like a bullet hell element. Let's add like a, yeah, you know, if you go like the pacifist route, for instance, like you don't even attack. Like you just have to fucking dodge and hope that the enemy...
You have to talk to every enemy.
You have to talk to the NPCs and to get them to basically mercy you.
Right.
It was cool because, you know, at the time there was no concept of like, if you were in a battle, it was generally like, oh, you would have to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or run.
Yeah.
But the game kind of offers you plenty of opportunities to be like, hey, every enemy can be spoken to. Mm-hmm. You should try and learn how to speak to every enemy. So it's pretty cool because the game, at every point, just kind of
subverts your expectations.
Yeah, it's like, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Are you sure this is the right move?
It's almost like Toby's kind of playing with the player at the same time as the player is playing the game. It's just like the player will be like, I'm going to make this decision. And then the game kind of gives you this feeling that Toby is looking over you and being like, are you sure you want to do that?
And this had been obviously done before. Like these, you know, there's obviously interactions or moments in video games where you could talk to the NPC mid-fight. Mm-hmm. But I don't think a game had done it so successfully thematically across the game. On top of providing like the story is so distinct depending on which kind of path you go down. It changes quite quickly. And the vibe changes. Like, just to kind of, for example, like to go down the, like, it's called genocide route where you kill everyone. Mm-hmm. You don't have to like, not only do you have to kill everyone, you have to like go around and walk in the area for like an hour or two, like total across the game. Like just keep re-killing the same monsters before you've reached like the kill count required to like trigger that like thing. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's not even about killing everything around you. You have to like actively just keep searching and killing in like such a, like you could only do this if you're trying to get this ending way. And that is played off in the dialogue when you're talking and how this route goes.
Right.
And obviously, normally you wouldn't do this route first. So a lot of the characters talk to you like they know that you're doing this the second time. They're like, why would you do this? Like, this is so fucked up. Is it just to see something else? Like,
and that's what gives the game such amazing replay value, because you're essentially playing like 3 or 4 different games at the same time. And it's your choice of what you want to do with it. And if you go into it completely blind, then some of those endings are fucking crazy. I think the genocide run ending is like, that blew my mind.
Well, that's where you hear Megalovania.
Yeah.
So you don't hear Megalovania unless you do this.
Oh,
this
shit.
route.
Yeah.
Because that's only when you fight Sans.
Yeah. I guess the thing I'm always curious about is because, you know, when you talk about subverting expectations a lot in terms of when this came out. And I find with a lot of media, I'm going to use Madoka Magica as an example. No, let's say Madoka Magica, it really like subverted like a lot of audience expectations for what a magical girl show could be. Yeah. Right? When it came out, it was like a big surprise. There was like that twist that happened and it turned out to be a much darker show than it initially seemed. But nowadays, it's like every fucking magical girl show
is dark. Yeah.
It's dark, you know, and edgy a bit. It's lost that initial like surprise to it.
Yeah.
Do you think Undertale still ages well despite how much of an effect it's had on the culture of that time?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Because I don't know of many other games, and maybe this is just my lack of indie game knowledge, but like I don't know many other games since Undertale came out that has done gameplay loops or like a gameplay system that Undertale has done that is just as effective as how Undertale did it.
Right.
You know, because like, again, like considering the fact that he took a lot of these elements from Earthbound and Mother 3, he still managed to make something completely and wholly unique out of it, which I don't think there's ever been a game since those 3 games that has done it as well as those 3 games, to be completely honest. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't played Deltarune, so maybe Deltarune has done something with it as well, but...
yeah, I gotta play Deltarune. I've been waiting for the whole thing to come out.
Yeah, same.
Apparently everyone tells me that each act is basically an Undertale.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know Deltarune is like just as big of a fan base, if not a bigger fan base than Undertale now.
Well, what's funny is that like when I played Fear and Hunger, they have a talk button, and I, because I played Undertale, I was like, what are you doing here?
Oh, you reckon they took it from
And
that?
I was like, I'll talk to everything.
Yeah.
It turns out in that game they just kill you because they're like, you fucking moron, why are you trying to talk to me? I'm trying to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But it was interesting how that button was there and was almost used my knowledge of the talk button existing
Right.
as again,
It's like, oh, maybe there's a pacifist route or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
but no,
Yeah.
there wasn't. There's like, but then there's like 3 enemies in the game that you can talk to out of like 50.
Oh,
It's
I
like
see.
there are some enemies that will talk to you, but they try to make it more thematically accurate, like why you can talk to them.
Right,
Like,
right.
You need to think more. It's not just everyone can be talked to. It's like, no, there are some just monsters and they will kill you. But it's interesting how that was used against me.
Yeah.
My knowledge of the
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
And like,
That's definitely subverting expectations.
Yeah.
either way, yeah. Definitely I think it holds up as my
Yeah,
I'd say.
I think it's aged incredibly well. And you should play it. You should definitely
probably
give
will.
Undertale's
Undertale, you
fantastic.
can at least do like, I think you can do all the endings pretty quickly in a day.
You reckon?
I was probably gonna stream it. So,
How long to beat Undertale? Question mark. How long to get
Question
all
mark?
endings? Until I'm pretty sure.
6 to 9 hours to complete a standard playthrough.
Uh,
Yeah, so completionist is 20 plus hours.
really, I really feel like you can do it way faster. But maybe that's because I know what I'm doing.
you just built diff.
I feel like it's just not that long. It takes 2 to 3 hours neutral ending, 1 to 3 hours for good ending, and horrible ending. Yeah, yes. I think it's easily you could do all endings in a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a go,
Right.
though. It's great.
Okay.
Also play Earthbound and Mother 3, because they're also fantastic.
Next up, I have
Yeah.
an anime.
Oh. Which
Kill
one?
La Kill.
Kill la Kill. Has Kill la Kill aged well? Never had to think about this.
Yes. Would it also, if it released today, how much discussion would it
Oh
have?
my god, this would be like the most controversial thing of the time on Twitter.
100%.
Twitter would lose their mind.
Naked woman?
I mean, I think it got a fair amount of discussion even way back when in 2013.
Yeah, I think even then, I think it was pushing it for some people.
Yeah.
Like the limit of like what was cool
Yeah.
and what was not cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Trigger tends to do that, though.
Yeah.
Trigger's like kind of we don't give a fuck kind of studio
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
I mean, Kill la Kill as a show, I think still 100% holds up.
Yeah.
It is insane that it is one of Trigger's like first big shows. And they kind of just went off the hype of Gurren Lagann, which is another show that I think has aged wonderfully as well. And they're like, you know what? Let's just have Gurren Lagann, but no mechs this time. And everyone is powered by being
Nudity.
yeah, it's powered by nudity. that is it.
Yeah. The clothes are holding them back.
Yes. It is going true JRPG armor. Where
It's about as degenerate as it can get, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always been curious what the modern anime community feels about Kill la Kill. Not just in terms of like the obvious, nudity and whatnot, but like also just like in terms of just like that type of storytelling. Because I don't know. Because I remember when, Kill la Kill back in the day, I remember it, even though, yes, there was, a small group of people who were kind of, making it a contentious topic based on the nudity, but like, I feel for the most part, it was pretty universally like loved.
No, it's pretty universally loved.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the time,
Yeah.
it was like, I remember everyone was like, it's saved anime.
Yeah.
Do you remember this? When everything had to save anime?
No.
Yeah, I do know.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that.
I remember that.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone was like, this is saved anime.
Kill la Kill.
Because it's gone too woke, you see.
Oh.
10, 12 years ago.
Fair.
No, I think because I can't remember what happened in the late 2000s that people were like, it's saved anime.
So I remember talking about this before.
Sword Online came out.
No.
So there were two things that I missed out. I briefly talked about the season before Free came out, and anime fans were like, "What? Male fan service? What is going on?" I've talked about it in a previous episode, but I forgot another thing that was also happening in the anime community, and that was the invasion of the moe shows
The Moe Blob movement.
Yeah, the Moe Blob movements, thanks to K-On! Where there was just a lot of shows, and it was just cute girls doing cute things.
Yeah, the Moe Blob slice of life movement. I
Yeah,
remember that.
and that exploded in the early 2010s. And people they were like, "Where's my next action show? Where's my next like fan service show?" And then along comes Kill la Kill. Had fan service, but had a legitimate narrative reason for the fan service, as much as you can kind of push it to also kind of say, hey, these girls are wearing very little, but it kind of makes it thematically makes sense in the universe, so we'll give it a pass. But
also the flavor and style of just like the kind of absurdist trigger animation that, you know, it wasn't a one-for-one to Gurren Lagann, but you could definitely see similarities to it. Like, that was also just mind-blowing for anime fans back in the day. Like, there was no anime that had, I mean, other than maybe like Panty and Stocking, there was no anime that even looked and felt like Kill la Kill. And I think that's why people were like, this is the future of anime, you know?
You know the hard part about, when did it come out again? What year did it come out?
2013.
13 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I watched it as it was airing, which
Yeah.
means I would have been 16, which is crazy, right? Because I remember really liking it, but they were all kind of like my age, so, which, you know, is like a really hard discussion to have. 'Cause it's like my memory of it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot when I was watching it.
Yeah.
Because it was like hot girls around my age getting naked.
Yeah.
So like, of course I thought like, yeah, this is the fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was, what, 18 when
And
it
like,
came out?
I wonder, like, if I watched it now, how would I feel watching it now, given that I'm just older? Like, I genuinely don't know, because my memories I have of that of fondness.
I personally think I would still really enjoy it because it's, again, just, I mean, you know, maybe I'm just saying this because I'm a fucking Trigger simp, but like, I think what Trigger does really, really well and why it has such an identity even within the anime industry now, that where there's like, God knows how many fucking studios that are coming out, you know, nowadays. It's just that it just has that very unique quality of the creators just being like, we don't really give a fuck
Well, it's
how
very
people
absurdist.
feel about this, or like how it's, you know, maybe, you know, not consumed, but like, you know, maybe taken in by audiences. We just want to do this because we love the absurdity of it. We love how balls to the walls it is. And that energy you can really feel even in a show like Kill la Kill, and especially in a show like Kill la Kill, which I don't think very many anime even today are able to convey all that uniquely.
no, I mean, in terms of the kind of like the fan service aspect of it, it's almost like kind of like the JoJo fan service. You
Yeah,
know,
it doesn't take itself seriously.
where it pushes the boundary so far and it's so absurdist about it that you just don't take it seriously. But at the same time, you do 100% take it seriously, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think even in modern day, God, the discourse around it would be so fucking toxic. But I still think the majority of audiences would vibe with this absurdist like approach to the story and the characters.
But, you know, I mean, look, when we discuss things like this, there is a real thing. Oh, dude, it sucks because the online is so fucking run by bots and like absolute extremists who are trying to push like super puritanical views to push like their own views. So anything that doesn't align with that is like being kind of targeted.
Yeah.
And I do think like any kind of like anime like this would just be used as like a thing of like, look at these creeps. Look at what they like. And it's like, I just don't think it's that deep. Like,
No,
but the
it's
problem
really
is I
not.
don't actually think that most anime fans see it that way. But there's a very loud amount of users that make money off of kind of pushing that narrative. That,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
This is disgusting and all that. And like,
Which
look,
is-
I'm sure there are scenes in it that are not great now. If I look back and I'm like, I remember the teacher had some sussy.
Look, I remember.
I remember the teacher was a bit weirdo.
I will defend a lot of scenes in this show as, you know, as the gooner that I am.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scenes where I'm like, you know, actually, no, this narratively makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a scene where I think the mother fingers like. Do you remember this? No. The mother, what's her name? Satsuki? Was that her name? Wasn't Ryuko and
Satsuki.
Satsuki. Yeah, doesn't like her mum like finger her in the bath or something for a scene?
No, I don't remember.
Do you not remember this?
All right, look up Kill la Kill fingering.
Dude, that is absolutely not what it's going to show off. Evaluating.
Evaluate-
Oh, there
that
you go.
scene.
In episode 16.
Mature content.
fuck.
So we just
Okay. What happened in this scene? Reddit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do remember this scene.
No,
Yeah.
you've already
Can we-
forgot because
I don't remember the fingering though. I do. I saw that screenshot and I was like, I remember this scene, but I don't remember what happens in it.
Okay, TLDR, let's have a look. Why did this happen? Ragia was molesting Satsuki to make her feel uncomfortable being naked, so she'll give herself over to the life fibers and covers to remind her of her humanity, her instinctual desire to serve clothing and cover herself.
Okay, so there's a reason.
There's a reason. Okay.
Well,
There's a narrative
Okay.
reason. This
Well,
is character
okay.
development, actually.
Well,
See, like, what I always found interesting though was that why was, say, for example, Kill la Kill a target of this kind of like over sexualization and like Guna bait or
Because it
whatever?
was very
it was
sexualized.
extremely sexual.
and yet, Panty and Stocking wasn't.
Panty Stocking, despite being sexual, I mean, wasn't.
Panty and Stocking is gigasexual. They say fuck every 3 words.
But that's not sexual.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
hot.
don't know if you've seen.
That's
Have you
an
seen the
average-
recent Panty and Stocking
No, I've seen the
season
recent
2? It's like even more vulgar
I
than
won't
season
lie.
1.
There's an aspect of, dare I say, try-hardness that isn't cool in Panty and Stocking. Am I allowed to say that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It tries a little too hard.
To what?
As
To
they
be
say, it
gratuitous.
insists upon itself to be edgy. And I think it ends up backfiring in the sense of like, it's not that cool.
I disagree.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm.
It's kind of, to me,
I think Panty and Stocking is doing the opposite. I think it's going so over the top that no one can take it seriously.
well, to me,
yeah,
what?
that's what I meant. Like it goes.
But
it
I wouldn't
tries,
say that's try hard.
Yeah.
But I think it tries too hard to be like, look how different we are. Look how edgy we are. Whereas like Kill la Kill's like the guy's like, I just really am fucking weird and I'm gonna make this show.
Well, I see. I disagree, and here's the reason why.
Sure.
What makes Panty and Stocking so entertaining to me is because
I'm not saying I wasn't entertained. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I don't see it as like. I think that's half the reason why it wasn't like Guna bait.
No, it's
Oh.
because I feel like the reason is because Panty and Stocking is how the Japanese creators view American culture.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like they have like the vulgarness and they have the swearing and the sexualization, and it's kind of this weird it's kind of this weird product where it's like trying to emulate like the South Parks and like the raunchy parts of like maybe like South Park, Family Guy, whatever. But it's just not quite hitting that like legitimacy to it. But it's still a very, very entertaining take on it. And I think that's what makes it work.
fun of itself. I think that's what makes Panty and Stocking so great.
Also, I think this is a whole nother discussion, but I think when characters like in the show like talk about or like actually have sex with other characters, it's like their stock goes down.
What?
For like fan service and
Oh.
shit. Like, and I think because Panty and Stocking like have sex with characters like
All the
canon-
time,
Yeah. I think that's like to some people that makes them less attractive.
So what you're saying is implied sexuality is more offensive than actual sexuality.
So say that again, sorry?
You're saying that the implied sexuality of, say, Kill la Kill, where it's like, oh, girls barely wearing any clothes, but not necessarily doing anything sexual,
I think to a lot of people
is
that's-
more offensive than actual just characters having sex.
Offensive?
Yeah.
No, as in I think people find that more attractive.
Oh, they find it more attractive.
I think some people find that way more attractive.
No, I get that.
I think when a character has sex on screen,
Yeah.
like a lot of people find them not attractive anymore.
Right. So then why? So no, but like my question was what like.
Which is why I think
why
why-
are people more up in arms about the sexuality of Kill la Kill than as opposed to Panty and Stocking
Because
when
they're younger. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, that's
I guess
it's Panty and
so.
Stocking like adults. It's like pretty made clear
Yeah.
relatively that they are. You know, and I think because they're like younger.
I don't agree with that actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Or maybe it's is it because they're Western whores?
These blonde-eyed, blue-haired
These Western
whores.
whores, you know, they not my pure Japanese women who have not been defiled by Western ideals.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a
my
question.
pure Japan.
This is always this question I've had of like, you know, why was one targeted more than the other, even though the other is definitely more
Well,
sexualized?
I would say number one, Kill la Kill was far more popular, and
Yeah,
in terms
100%.
of in terms of like culture defining.
Yeah,
Kill la
sure,
Kill
sure.
was much more in the forefront. Number 2, Panty and Stocking was a comedy show, primarily. It was primarily making fun of itself and of the culture itself. So there was like no reason to criticize it because it wasn't a narrative that took itself seriously. Whereas Kill la Kill meets this perfect middle ground of, if you try to talk about the narrative reason for, you know, them wearing the attire that they did. There is a narrative reason, but it's really hard to defend it without coming off as that fucking guy who defends every sex scene in anime. You know what I mean? It's, I feel...
It's
Okay,
It's like a white guy who tries to explain why he doesn't like sinners without sounding racist. No, it's just like I think it's great. I just for me it really didn't deserve 15 Oscars. You know?
Yeah.
Really, no.
But
there is an aspect to that. Like
there is an aspect to that. But I feel like now even just making my point, I do think that the reason that if you engage with the show itself, the majority of people will still understand that it's just like the loud minority that will have an issue with it.
Of course, yeah.
It's because I'm thinking of like a show that has gone through something similar of a discussion as what Kill la Kill would go through, and that's Chainsaw Man. You talk about some of the more sexual scenes in Chainsaw Man, and on the surface, people are like, "This is what's wrong with anime. This is just Guna bait. Denji is just a Guna." And then people who actually engage with the story and characters, they're like, "No, hold on. Denji
There's a reason why this is happening."
I also feel like this is purely, and maybe my tinfoil hat is on here, but I feel like this is purely just a side effect of the times we live in, with the platforms being encouraged to make these kind of posts. I don't think actually anime fans, I don't think there's actually any anime fan that would watch Chainsaw Man and think like, wow, this has gone too far. Well, this is too much. Well, this is not good.
They're called tourists.
You know, right? Like also this narrative around tourists is like, I don't believe it's as prevalent as people want you to believe it is.
Yeah.
I think people like making an anime, and they've somehow made immigrants in anime. They've just done the same thing again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't like actually. If you just go to an anime convention, there's not a single fucking person there that would argue this is inappropriate.
Yeah, no one goes
It's
around looking at the
ridiculous.
cosplays being like, "This is inappropriate."
But it's just people who want fucking ad rev on these platforms.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not real. Like
Yeah.
it's all
bots.
it's all in your head.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
They're all
you
bots.
talk to most anime fans don't have an issue.
I've
with this
never
kind of
spoken
thing.
to a single anime fan that has ever been out of the take. Wow, that was really inappropriate. That really,
Yeah.
it's not happened.
It's like the voices you hear are the extreme sides on both sides, I'd say.
I don't even think half these sides are real, though. I don't even think they're real.
They might not be real, you're right. Well, I think
I'm sure people have that
I
opinion.
think some are very real, but they are definitely like the loudest voices, and most of the time it's because they
Want to get that Twitter ad rev?
Or it's like what happens is this is almost exclusively a Twitter problem, but it's like they will try to get normies, people who don't watch anime, people who have nothing to do with anime, like they will try to explain, well, this kid gets fucked in this anime, and it's like a way to kind of like be like, hey, look what's going on over here.
Yeah.
Look at these anime.
This is a representation of all of it, by the way, even though
it's like
not.
that's not. Again, it's nothing to do with it, and I think unfortunately, it's why I even hate having these discussions. It's like I don't even think this argument is in good faith. I don't even think people who are arguing for the other aspect of it are arguing in good faith. I think they're arguing for ad rev.
Yeah.
And arguing for Twitter
I agree.
engagement. I don't think this is like actually a legitimate opinion. Which is why people get upset about this stuff. I'm like, you are also just trying to get your fucking 5 cents of ad rev. I don't believe you. And that's why, like, on YouTube, you never see these kind of discussions or arguments, right? Almost exclusively, you don't really, except from channels.
They are there, but it's definitely not as much or as prevalent as front page on your Twitter or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, when it does happen on YouTube, unfortunately, I do think, but due to the the way these websites are structured, where you are almost encouraged to have a really out there opinion,
Yeah.
because you get more ad rev, you get more engagement, because people are going to clown on you, because people might be like, I've seen it a couple of times, and I haven't gone in a while, but when I used to go on Twitter, I'd see people posting videos of like a creator they disagreed with to like get people to like clown on him or them, right? And that, I think half the time the creator, they knew full well what they were doing. They're like, hey, I need this to blow up because I need this to be a discussion. Otherwise this video falls flat.
That's true.
So I think you need to really like when these discussions happen online, you need to really keep in mind when you're being played. And I think a lot of the time we're being played way more than we'd like to admit.
Yeah.
And when you have a discussion about stuff like this, especially when I think there is maybe some legitimate criticism here, it's really tough to have that discussion actually on an online forum.
Yeah.
It's like the argument as well when we get into stuff like this. It's like, you know, there's like a genuine like debate in like films and movies. Like, do you need to have scene? Does it need to be shown? Should it be implied? When should it be shown? When should it not be shown? Like, this kind of stuff is like genuinely like, I think, an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
And I think there's an argument for both sides, and you as a filmmaker should know. But it's like, I think everyone's watched a couple of movies where you're like, damn, this sex scene was hella long and unnecessary. Yeah. Like, not even from like a creative, like, I'm against the vision. It's just like, I get it. It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I get it.
The Squid Game season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like,
I was like, we didn't need to see that.
It's just a lot of moments, and we've all watched a show like that. We all like, did this need to be here?
Yeah. What did this add? Probably nothing.
Yeah, but then I think there's also then another discussion on top of that of like, have we become uncomfortable with sex? Why have we? When I didn't seem to be a problem 30, 40 years ago, it feels like it's been a very new thing that's been pushed
People
on
aren't
us.
having it anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we have been pushed into more puritanical ways.
But you can show a fucking goon anytime you like, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you go to like the 70s, my God, what the fuck were they on back then? They were showing everything. But then I'm saying, what were they on? But maybe why have I regressed? Why am I against it, you know? But this is society as a whole. I mean, we've been pushed. We've been pushed back.
Yeah.
Sex ed has been stripped from schools. All of this has been pushed back. And I think to have this discussion, all these layers need to be talked about. And that is why this argument always fucking sucks to have, because you can't just look at this from the lens of would it succeed today? Because I think, unfortunately, we have changed so dramatically in at least the English world, how we view sex and all this stuff in the past 10 years because of all number of reasons.
So to conclude, Kill la Kill aged well, or
Did we just have a "Sir, this is Wendy's" moment?
I know this is a so in a Wendy's moment, but you can't look at this topic without looking at all of this.
I was literally just like,
No, legitimately. Did Kill la Kill age well?
I don't know, you know, because again, I haven't watched it.
How can you say all that and not have an answer?
Because when was the last time you watched it?
Huh? I probably back in 2018.
I think it's probably aged better than I think, like, my memory serves, because I can only remember a few scenes. I really don't remember much, but I think it's probably aged pretty well.
I think it's aged fantastically.
Like, I mean, look, it's a trigger anime, and any trigger anime, at least visually,
Yeah.
like the animation, sounds, always.
Hype,
Whether the story has,
hype
I'm not sure.
doesn't like.
Hype doesn't age. Right?
Hype doesn't age, and this was one of the most hype shows I've ever seen. Music still bangs, animation's still great because it's Trigger. That just doesn't age, and yeah, it's just a great show, and great action, great show. Peak Trigger.
What should we do next? Please don't give me something else where I can do a massive rant on. I don't want to have a rant like that. I don't like having rants like that. Halo.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Right up your
There
alley.
we go.
Halo. The Bible, huh? The Ark, the Covenant?
Has the Bible aged well?
The New Testament. Let me tell you about that, how woke they went in the second half. They really pulled their punches in the New Testament. No, I mean, Halo's fucking sick. Halo's pretty sick.
Okay, looking at it from like as much of an objective standpoint as you can, because I know you're a big Halo guy.
Yeah.
Do you think it's aged well?
Which franchise or game?
Let's go Combat Evolve, first game.
Oof. Combat Evolve is obviously, I mean, it's the first one. It's the most jank out of all of them, but it's still pretty fucking good. I mean, it kind of, I think, I don't know if another game has done it before, but it kind of set the like movie as a game formula. Like, as a game as a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I still think to this day that last level with the Warthog is still fucking epic. Like, you know, and
I've never played the solo campaign, by the way.
Dude, it's so sick. I mean, you get to the last level, and it really is like a movie. They're like, you got to get in the fucking Warthog. I mean, obviously, it's taken actually no, I think that's unfair because Metal Gear did it as well with the.
I guess
like,
so.
Yeah,
But
very much so. But it was like you do it co-op with your friend, which also changed the game.
Yeah.
It was like holy shit.
Totally.
yeah, and they completely modernized the control systems of modern FPS.
Yeah.
I would say. This is what set the blueprint for. a lot
This
of-
is the remake, by the way. This is not the original.
Yeah, this is what set the blueprint for a lot
crazy.
of modern first-person shooters of like how they play, how they controlled. This started the idea of having a rechargeable health system as well.
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
get shot at and then you just hide for a bit and then your health like recharges as well. Remember when FPSs went through that fucking phase instead of like health packs and stuff like that? That was all Halo.
Well, there's also a couple of things to mention when we talk about age. One thing the Halo franchise has struggled with immensely is how to make Halo feel modern. Because when you play Halo, there is this kind of like floatiness to it. I don't know if you've played it. Have you ever played Halo?
Well, we've played on Patreon. You remember?
Which Halo did we play?
We
Played all of them.
Well, we played all of them.
Multiplayer.
We did Halo 1 multiplayer, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That like you jump. It takes a while to come up.
Yeah, you're
It takes
like
a while
on the
to come
moon.
down. Everything's kind of got this like really like you don't run that fast. And they kept trying to change things and modernize
It's
it.
definitely more slower paced than the
But
modern
it's
FPS.
really struggled to kind of find its audience in this kind of newer, faster paced version of games. People tend to like these newer controls of these newer games. And so like when you go back and play it, it does feel quite clunky. Also the multiplayer doesn't really work anymore. You have to go to the Combat Evolved, the Master Chief Collection to really experience the OG Halo. And I think ultimately the first one hasn't really aged incredibly well. You kind of write it off, and there's not many people who would take this over a Halo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Halo 3 considered like the ultimate Halo game? Like in terms of like fixing all of the quality of life changes and just like what is like the definitive Halo game?
Probably Halo 3.
Halo 3.
Yeah, because the story has kind of reached its climax. It's really epic. Tons of amazing set pieces. The multiplayer shelf life of the third game in particular was very long because they had the and even still to this day you see people making. I saw like people do F1 Mongoose racing. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
What?
Halo
Right.
3 F1 Mongoose. Type in that. This is like a whole new genre where like people do races. So this is still a thing. No, go videos. The
British mongoose.
Go back the second one. Halo Verstappen F1 Mongoose.
Wait, what the fuck? It's like
So
Mario
people-
Kart.
Yeah, because they made like there was a world maker in the game. And it was really, really good. So people have still, to this day, kept making things for it. People do races still. Those custom game modes, Griffball. So I think Halo 3 holds up pretty well. I mean, even recently with Ludwig, we did last year or 2 years ago, we did the God Gamer Gauntlet, and we included Halo 3 in that. We play the Master Collection. The Halo Online is still being played. So I'd say like the Halo 3 has aged very well. Halo 1, it's give or take. I mean, the online is still in rotation, but the OG Halo 1 is a bit rough, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that aside from like modernizing like FPS controls, it also, that's what Halo 1 did, and Halo 2 came out, and that was when like the advent of online gaming started to happen. And Halo 2 and Counter-Strike were like the games that for online play. And Halo 3 perfectly like built on that with everything that you said, with like the kind of like customization of the online play itself. I have a lot of fond memories of like Halo Zombies, like putting everyone at like 200 times speed.
Oh my god, that shit was so fun.
Yeah.
He'd be the last guy alive.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
So sick.
Yeah, that's, so many fond memories of that. And obviously peak Red versus Blue as well.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
also one of the first games to include theater mode. So
Yeah.
you could record.
Oh, really?
That was how Red versus Blue, like a lot of that was done.
That makes
Which
sense.
was the in-game camera where you could literally move the camera anywhere. And it was like really ahead of its time. They so many things in Halo 3 were like absolutely above and beyond what we'd expect from a game today.
Yeah.
Shit that they don't do anymore.
Yeah.
They don't make them like they used to.
Like-
there's a reason why it was like the game.
Yeah.
If you got an Xbox at any point, you'd always get Halo with it. Like Halo 3 at least.
Having said that, has Halo aged well? Well, has even the franchise, to this day
I
still making
mean,
games aged well.
No, the new games have not. Not good. Nobody likes Halo 5. Halo 4 is a bit of a weird one. It's just because they really found the story was a struggle.
Yeah.
They weren't able to tell a story without Master Chief.
Well, it's just I never thought the story of Halo was like stood out that much. I don't know. That's just me.
But I thought the original trilogy was pretty good. But the fucking TV show, did you watch any of this?
I didn't watch a TV show.
He like has sex in it and he like takes his mask off and everything. It's all weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't the whole point that he never takes his mask off?
Well, kind of, but...
Do you ever see Master Chief's face?
No, not in the games.
Yeah,
Did
right.
they not learn from Dream?
Oh,
Does the song play?
poor Dream. Never take the mask off.
Never take the mask off.
2 seasons ago.
Damn, we got 2 seasons.
Jeez.
But, you know, if any show that's on Paramount, already...
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I remember playing the Halos and it was like a fun story, but it was just, you know, typical action sci-fi story. Good for its time, good for a video game, but not something that I think back on compared to like Mass Effect or stuff like that.
Did it come out? It came out before Mass Effect, right?
I think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd make a great... Unfortunately, I think it would make a great movie as opposed to a TV show.
Yeah.
But also, I think the TV show is in like development hell. And only
Yeah, Mass
managed
Effect
to
was
got out.
2007, so it came out. I mean, it was on the Xbox 360, so
Oh, okay.
it came out after Halo 1, but maybe
Yeah.
around the same time as like Halo 2 and when that came out. Yeah, honestly, I think there's a reason why Halo has struggled to keep the same amount of hype as a franchise even today. And for its time, it was revolutionary. It revolutionized so many things that we just talked about. But now all of those revolutionary things have been done by other games, by other franchises. And I think that's a big reason why it's struggling to stand out as much in this modern day and age.
Yeah, because I guess if Halo came out today with the modern, FPS and like how that's very much changed in a lot of ways compared to Halo 1, then yeah, I don't know. I don't think people would be into it as much because, you know, as Connor said, like, you know, it's a lot slower, it's a lot more floatier.
Yeah, it also capitalized perfectly on the LAN period party of gaming.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
like that was a huge, you know, every console could do LAN.
You reckon there are any LAN games from back in the day that have aged well? That people would still be just as into today, considering like the whole
LAN parties are kind of coming back a little bit. People are trying to do them more.
Are they?
Yeah, people try to do more LAN parties now,
That's good.
which I think is good. I mean,
Yeah.
PC gaming is great, and you can still do LAN PC gaming. It's very easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think LAN gaming is kind of making a small comeback slowly. People
Okay.
are kind of realizing the charm of it.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's just expensive to have all that stuff in one place. And if you need older consoles, it can be kind of annoying sourcing them all. And then getting 8 copies of a game. You know, you forget you had to get like 8 discs. And they all need to work. You know, so it's a little tough. Whereas, you know, PC gaming obviously is a bit easier to do.
Yeah.
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 What other LAN party games are there? What am I missing? I mean, obviously Halo is the big one.
StarCraft.
StarCraft was a big LAN party game.
Okay.
Dota would do a lot of LAN parties, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Civ.
Honestly, any game pre-2010s that was really popular multiplayer probably did LAN parties.
Right.
I used to do a lot of like Civ 2 and like StarCraft 2 LAN parties.
How long was the Civ LAN party game?
Fucking long.
Did you finish a game?
Yeah, because you can do short games, right?
Right.
So like even then the short games were like 4 or 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Because
real.
also because we were children and we fucking sucked at the games.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were so fucking fun
Yeah.
to do. Yeah, there's nothing quite like a LAN party.
In conclusion,
sorry.
In conclusion, what did you?
I don't-
Well, you picked one out now.
Yeah, you picked one. Just pick it out.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's probably a good one to talk
In conclusion, I would say Halo. No.
No,
Hasn't-
has not aged that well.
Yeah.
about. What? So, yeah.
That's what you said.
Nah, I know. Next one, Mirai Nikki,
Ooh. Ooh.
The Future Diary. Does everyone know about this one? Does everyone watching know?
I genuinely wonder how many modern anime fans know Mirai Nikki.
They know,
'Cause
they know.
You reckon?
You think they know? Because all the generations, this is burned into our fucking retinas.
Gooning never ages, guys. Let's be real here.
So
Being attracted to
okay.
crazy people of the opposite sex, that never ages.
was she like the most iconic yandere of all time?
in terms of iconically, yeah, I would say
Is
so.
there a more iconic yandere?
I don't think she's the best yandere in anime.
She's
but
the most iconic.
She's definitely the most iconic.
Yeah,
And
she definitely popularized it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because not only does she literally murder so many fucking people,
yeah,
she also fucks.
Oh yeah, she does.
fucks
She does
in the
fuck.
show.
Yeah.
she does fuck.
She gets the fucking dick she wants.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't that disprove your point that you made earlier about fucking?
Dude, yeah, does Yunogasai's sexuality points go down because she fucks?
Because I think she's fucking psycho. So that's-
Yeah, but a lot of people love that shit, dude. That's the whole reason why
Yeah.
yandere characters got popular afterwards.
I think like, and I obviously when I mentioned that point earlier, I'm not in that boat, but I definitely get the sense that a lot of guys out there, if there's like a girl that's like kind of attractive in an anime, the moment they have sex, that when they're not like fucking batshit and saying, they're like, to the side you go. I'm done playing with you now.
You reckon?
I think so.
I reckon it depends on the show.
Yeah, I think it depends on the show.
True.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a fucking idol show, for example, yeah,
Okay,
of course. It's,
so we should
Oh
probably
yeah, they look at a guy.
Yeah.
we should like
sideline.
super briefly maybe just explain the show just so that people who maybe don't know.
Okay. So Muran, God, it's been a while since.
so
I watched
imagine
this show.
Fortnite.
There is a battle royale.
It's Fortnite, but if they all had mobile phones as weapons,
They're all texted into the battle royale.
They're all
And then
texted
they all
in.
get summoned,
Yeah,
and she isn't summoned.
I don't fucking remember the plot of
I
this.
don't remember.
Isn't she just obsessed with him and she's helping him? She wasn't
Yeah.
summoned, was she?
There's
Or
this
was she
weird.
summoned too?
No, there's this weird subplot.
Can we Google it? The plot? No,
There's
no,
this
I don't
weird
know.
subplot I remember where Yuno is like
She's like not part of it, right?
she's like a demigod or some
Yeah.
shit. I think, right?
12 individuals who are thrust into a deadly 90-day survival game by the god of time, Deus Ex Machina. Contestants must use magical cell phones, future diaries, that predict upcoming events based on their habits to eliminate one another. The last survivor will succeed God and prevent the apocalypse.
Yes.
The story centers on a lonesome introvert junior high school named Yuki. Yuki spends his time documenting his surroundings in his cell phone diary and conversing with his imaginary friend. Deus Ex Machina, Deus is eventually revealed to be real and forces Yuki to become the future diary holder. Yuki's diary records events entirely from his perspective because it lacks self-awareness. He's an easy target for the other competitors.
Yeah.
The survivor relies entirely on teaming up with his classmate, Yuno Gasai, the second diary holder. Yuno possesses the love diary, which tracks all of Yuki's movements in the future.
That's right.
That's
While she
No,
presents
no,
us-
no. I think I remember. Yuno was the winner of the previous games,
Oh, is it
wasn't
like
it? Something like
revealed?
that.
Oh, interesting.
She was the winner of the previous games who decided to like get resummoned as like a demigod or something, and she was just like, yeah, I'll do it again. Or something like that. I remember there was some kind of plot
Either
twist
way,
like
she's
that.
fucking batshit insane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's a killing machine
Basically,
somehow.
she's head over heels for Yuki, and
She's
it's
John
just
Wick.
like, I will kill anybody and everybody for Yuki, and she does.
yeah.
And that made her one of the most desired anime characters of that year and subsequent years afterwards.
I have this weird memory of her fighting an eyeball.
Yeah, I remember that
the
as
eyeball
well.
guy.
The
She
eyeball,
cuts her in half with the axe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
eyeball guys.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, obviously the big moment is that she gets him and she fucks him.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So she's like, "You'll never leave me. I'm gonna fuck you."
And he's just like, bet.
I think it's because he finally gives up. He like finally stops fighting her.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fine."
Well, I think he was also, admittedly was also just like, if I say no to her, I might die.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he realizes that too.
So he was kind of put into this like Stockholm syndrome almost of being
Yeah.
like, all right, I guess.
For real.
I guess
Yeah,
we can
he's
fly.
Anyway.
he's like, I might die, but she kind of hot though.
Yeah, she's-
damn, she crazy, but damn.
Damn. Giat!
Yeah, this show had staying power. This show was very popular.
It
And-
was
and
incredibly
only
popular.
I feel like in the last couple of years do I not hear about it ever, but definitely up until late 2010s, you would hear about the show all the time.
Look, every era of anime fans has that show that appeals to like so hard
True
to
crime girls.
what? We in the era of 14 to 17, we have certain shows that have defined our generation of being something that
yes.
seems mature, but
I'm 14 and this is deep shit.
I'm 14 and this is like deep. This is amazing. For me, it was Elfen Lied.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Elfen
Yeah.
Lied was the
Who also had a great yandere character as
Yes,
well.
yes,
Lucy
as well.
is technically yandere.
also pink hair
Also pink hair.
as well.
Yep.
this era, it was like Future Diary that took over for a while. Crazy Girl, got incredibly popular. I'd say the more recent one was probably Kakiguri.
Oh my
No pink hair, but my God, people are just like, damn, Jabami Yumiko.
I love a crazy bitch.
They do love the crazy.
I love a crazy
Man.
bitch.
What was that other anime that also had the pink haired yandere?
You have to narrow it down.
Let's Google pink head yandere.
Happy Sugar Life.
Happy Sugar Life?
You remember that one?
I forgot about that.
You remember Happy Sugar
Yeah.
Life?
Fuck is Happy
It's
Sugar Life?
basically like, they were like, what if we took Gasai and just made the plot a little bit more boring?
See, I would say, okay, this isn't like full on crazy, but still pretty crazy.
Yeah, she was pretty insane.
No, wait. My next example
Uh.
is Darling in the Franxx.
Ah.
02, right? She's not like full on yandere.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
she
is
has
she
that she has that same kind of like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
possessiveness
Yeah.
of like a yandere.
I
you
can see
know?
that. I can
You
see
know,
that.
pink head anime girls ruining teenage boys.
Guys like a girl obsessing over them, and women, I don't know. They like it too. I don't know why.
I can speak from
Please
I
tell
guess
me.
experience. Is that woman? And I say woman.
Woman.
I don't
Woman.
think
Singular.
I think my woman has a tendency towards crazy men who are also possessive over them, and maybe murder for them.
Well,
you know?
everyone likes someone who obsesses over them.
Yeah,
It's a flattering feeling to have someone, and the idea of someone obsessing over you so much is an attractive feeling
yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Until it happens in real life.
until it
Until
actually happens.
Until it happens in real life.
And then we just call them stalkers.
And when they are willing to kill for you, it's a lot scarier than it's made
Yeah.
out to be.
yes.
I need a coffee thinking about this.
Has
My
it
God.
aged well though? Is the question.
I'm gonna order our coffees.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad you brought up the whole I'm 14 and this is deep genre, because Mirai Nikki was definitely that, where when I first watched it, when it was airing, I was like, oh my God, this show is so dark, and they finally brought back like a yandere character and all that, and it was dark and it was brooding and it was edgy.
Yeah.
But looking back on it retrospectively, it has a lot of plot holes.
A lot, mate. It's fucking Swiss cheese.
Yeah, the second half is just like nothing but plot holes, and
Yeah.
they just try and cover it up in any way they possibly can
let's be real here, Joey. This didn't become a cultural phenomenon for its plots.
no, I'm
People
not
tried
arguing
to
that.
make it.
I think because you have to remember, a lot of people who watch this anime, and then people who watch anime at this time, these were during formative years,
yeah,
where the only media most of us were ever exposed to was either like Western cartoons or like some other shows. Like we'd never even seen anything close to this in our lives.
yeah,
Like this was so far out of what was normal that it was so fucking cool and novel. You know?
yeah.
So to a lot of people, this show is like the first time they ever see these types of like tropes or characters in media. Because
It was new,
they
yeah.
shouldn't have been watching it. They were,
Yeah.
they got it on YouTube or Kiss Anime at the time. Or,
Well, that's how I felt watching Elfen Lied for the first time.
Yeah.
same.
I
when
was
I
like,
got it,
holy shit, I've never seen anime like this. And then, when I look back on it now, I'm just like, that's an age all that way.
That has not aged
I
well.
think it's just like the level of hyper violence that is really hard to do in live action stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you'd ever come across it normally.
Yeah.
You get to see this, like people's arms being fucking cut off like that. Like,
I mean, Elfen Lied literally opens with a fucking severed arm on the ground.
yeah.
So that's how you knew it was like,
Yeah.
oh
Like-
shit, it's one. Do you remember that whole thing of like anime isn't just for kids?
No, I remember that. Yeah, show them the first episode of Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied.
like this shit would blow your mind because you were exposed to it, and obviously
Yeah.
you'd have some strong feelings towards it because you'd have an immense sense of nostalgia that you would give to the show. I mean, I feel nostalgic towards the show in a sense.
Yeah,
Especially Elfen Lied.
it's funny because these are the shows where you're like, this is what you send your bros where to prove that anime isn't for kids. And now looking back, I'm like, actually, this is definitely for kids, or at least teenagers.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what kids think is mature.
Yeah, adults don't look at this and being like, yeah, it's very mature
Yeah.
show. Yeah, because another one in that category was fucking Akamega Kill.
Oh yes, I remember
That was
shit.
another show where like every 14, 15-year-old was like, yeah, I'm a mature boy.
Yo, everyone dies.
Everyone dies in
What
that
the
show.
fuck?
Whoa. And then you watch it, 10 years later and you're like, this show is ass.
Yeah, I love
Dead Man Wonderland.
Dead Man Wonderland
yeah.
was
I was
another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Dead Man Wonderland, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's corny as fuck.
It is corny. It is corny.
Do you think? Okay, so the story was never good.
Yeah.
The story always had plot holes. Okay,
Sure.
It was interesting enough. The concept was interesting enough that I think that was what drew people into it, and that's what got me interested.
Yeah.
But there was, as we discussed about the story, it had a lot of problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Yuno Gasai as an icon has aged well? If she came out today
As a yandere icon?
as her as a character, her design. Let's look at the Yuno Gasai design.
I think she probably
once again.
would be popular today.
I think so as well.
I think so. I think it's the ripe time for a Yuno Gasai.
I mean, if there's one thing I can give Mirai Nikki is that it has very good character designs and like just kind of unique character designs in that sense as well. Like you know a Mirai Nikki character when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
They would probably just make her look like an Oshinoko character today. That's all they would change. and then it would be a hit. It's true. You know I'm right. They design her like a fucking Oshinoko character.
Yeah.
Boom, sales.
That is true.
You put a banger opening done by Yaosobi. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, if Mirai Nikki came out today,
Yoasobi.
1,000,000% it would have a Yoasobi
Or like
opening.
a Creepy Nuts
Yeah,
opening.
yeah,
and
yeah.
And it would be number one, bro.
100%.
You can already see the formula, bro. Someone's
Yeah.
making it.
Do you think she's like too anime for the modern audience? I don't know how to describe this.
No,
You know-
I know what you mean. She's got that 2000s look. Too much.
You know how she always goes around going, Yuki?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Would that be cringe nowadays, or would
Yeah,
people
it would
like
be
eat that
cringe.
up?
I mean, it
'Cause
was-
people
I
ate
mean,
that up back in the day.
I
You
mean,
know?
I don't know. It was cringe back then for me.
Joey, let's not pretend that people didn't hear that and they're like,
Oh, no,
my
no, of
God.
course. People back then heard that and be like, God, I wish that was me.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not. Because looking at these screenshots, I remember like, I only remember the crazy moments, but I also forgot about outside of the crazy moments, she just completely flipped and was just this like cute, innocent anime girl. And I think that was her appeal.
I
right?
think what helps her case is the fact that even though we've had very memorable yandere characters like Yuno Gasai, like Lucy from Elfen Lied, on the grand scale of things, when you compare it to every other archetype of like the dere archetypes, you can't really think of a lot of yanderes. You know, I feel like yanderes aren't like tsunderes or like kuderes, where it's like every other anime has a character that somewhat or fully fits into that archetype, right? Like you can name a fucking million tsunderes or a million kuderes, but like how many yanderes can you think of?
Well,
You know, I can't. If you asked me to name 10 yanderes, I don't think I could.
it's hard because they're so extreme as characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
can't,
you would.
you can't have that many of them.
Yeah, right.
But every time there is like a yandere-esque character, it always
pops off.
yeah, always
I feel.
pops off. People love crazy people, man.
Yeah.
People they know it's a bad idea, but every time there is a crazy anime character, especially like male or female, to be fair.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
This is not by gender. This is both people.
Yeah,
Everyone
regardless
finds,
of the gender.
yeah, everyone finds a crazy person attractive in
Yeah.
fiction, I guess.
Totally.
And hopefully not in real life as well. But, I know a few people that have made a lot of bad decisions in their personal lives before. You know, I don't know. I think crazy will always age well, and I think. Yeah, I think Yuno Gasai as a character, I think we are primed for a new yandere.
I think Yuno Gasai as a character has aged well, but everything else about Mirai Nikki has not aged well. Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
crazy that you think that we came to the conclusion that Yuno Gasai aged well, because I fucking despise her. Man.
Yeah, my favorite character was the eye patch girl.
Yeah.
Whatever her name was.
But show a 14-year-old Yuno Gasai today, and I still think they would have the same
They'll
reaction.
be like, my wife.
yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, has it aged well? The Matrix. That's a great fucking question.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched any
Oh my
Matrix
God,
movie?
Like 15 years ago.
Yeah, when did the fourth movie come out? That was
Well, the
Probably the
recent
last-
one was a huge flop.
yeah. I mean, it was shit. I watched that in the fucking cinemas, dude.
You
It was
did?
it was ass.
That's crazy because you don't watch anything in the cinemas.
That's not true. I watched the Mario movie recently.
Yeah, Joey coming in the studio to tell you
Yeah.
about what fucking stinker he watched in the movie, bro. Did you watch Dune?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I watched that twice in the cinemas,
All right, we're
bro.
chill. All right, we're chill.
Come on, bro.
We're chill.
I know ball. Don't worry.
I just want you to have watched one good movie.
I watched lots of good movies in the cinema. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Matrix.
Yes.
I think it has.
I think.
I mean, I think the themes of Matrix have aged well.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I think is the crucial part when we discuss a film.
I
Yeah.
think the reason why it has aged well is because it wasn't accurate to what actually happened in reality. Because I think if it was, you know what I mean?
Yet.
Yet, but
Joey.
I think like in
getting
terms
there.
of the whole idea of Matrix, and I'm just talking about the first movie right now. In terms of the whole idea of Matrix and the kind of vibe that it gave off, like, you know, because I feel like ever since Matrix came out, not only in like the movie world, but even in like anime and games and stuff like that, there's been so much media that has tried to replicate the vibe of Matrix,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
to
true.
differing successes, right? Some have done it better, some have definitely not done it as good. And I think that in and of itself has really just like shown people just how not only ahead of its time Matrix movies were, but also just how unique it was in its own identity. And I'm thinking about it now, like, has there been a movie since or anything since The Matrix that gives off the same vibe as The Matrix and yet does it in a better way?
Which vibe are you talking about?
The whole vibe of just like, because like the first Matrix movie was like, for example, just the way it was edited, for instance, is like green as fuck. You know what I mean?
We got Mexico in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Mexico
Yeah.
filter.
Okay, well, I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I don't know.
Whenever the scene is in Mexico, it's just yellow.
Oh, really? Like a sepia tone?
Yes, it's just yellow.
Right. Okay.
And I don't know why they do that, but you do know it's in Mexico.
It works, I guess.
Can you show the Breaking Bad Mexican filter? It's kind of become iconic though.
Okay. Yeah, I've
there's
seen this. I've seen this.
An
Yeah,
orange
yeah.
moment in a video game, whatever, you'd be like, Breaking Bad filter Mexico.
Mexico. That's Mexico.
It's the Mexico filter.
That's funny.
But
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that for its time, the reason why it was revolutionary was a lot to do with like the technology and filming techniques that they used.
The bullet time.
Yeah, the bullet time was a big talking point as well. That was what got people to, try to watch it because it was visually pushing the boundary. Visually, it doesn't push the boundary anymore. Obviously, VFX have gotten a lot better. But I also think that at its core, it's still a really good fucking story.
Would you categorize Matrix as campy in any way? Because, campiness can be both a positive or a negative depending on the
I
context,
think
right?
maybe in the first film, but I think the second and third film really nail the like vibe of what they're going for a bit more. Whereas the first one, I mean, it looks a little campy today because some of the effects don't look good.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some of the scenes recently and I was like, But, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Right.
I still think the story
story's
is really
awesome.
good. The action choreography, especially in the first one, is still really
that
good.
fucking Trinity fight scene is
Yeah,
still
the Trinity fight
fucking
scene.
awesome.
The one where Neo fights Morpheus in the dojo as well. That's fucking sick. Just conceptually, I still think it's really cool. Right?
Yeah.
This is what Sword Art Online should have been. It's
Or sort of online, can't get a break.
Sword Online catching strays, dude. What is this, 2012?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi, and it's very rare to have like a sci-fi where it doesn't feel like it's aged today, even though technology has progressed. I think that's a very, very hard thing to do. And honestly, in some aspects, it's even more relevant today than it is, back when it came out.
True.
I think it was ahead of its time.
It's like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
Like it somehow got a lot of things right. And I think maybe the uncomfortableness of where technology is going is reflected really well in Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I want to rewatch The Matrix.
Yeah, I want to rewatch it.
We gotta rewatch it.
Yeah.
I guess, yes, we agree.
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I think it's
Holds
aged.
up.
Yeah, I think it's aged
Aged well.
tremendously well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we aged well? Has Trash Taste aged well in 6 years? Let us know down below.
How's your hairline?
Fuck. I'm on every kind of medication fighting for life. It's looking all right so far.
Yeah, you're looking
the
fine,
meds
dude.
are
Don't
holding
worry.
it together.
Yeah.
I've got some gray hairs here and there,
I kind of want grey hairs.
I'm starting to get a little bit of like the crow's feet here.
I want grey hairs. I want to get...
My cousin pointed it out and I was just
Silver
like, I fucking hate you. You just said that because now I can't unsee it. But it's all right. Hey, we all age. But hey, You know what hasn't aged? The beauty of all of our patrons right here.
Sexy motherfuckers.
Sexy motherfuckers supporting the show. We appreciate you. And if you would like to join this amazing list of people on screen right now, then you can do so by going over to patreon.com/trashtaste, because all of these people get to also check out weekly Patreon exclusive content. We have a brand new one that you guys can go check out right after this. So Mudan, play a clip of that.
This is the right, surely this is the right way.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, let's put it into third.
Oh, dude, there's a jump. Hit the jump.
Oh no.
Okay. Put it into fourth.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hit the jump. Let's go.
Okay. What? This will work well. Wait, I missed the jump.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus Christ, God, the RV is already fucking broken.
But hey, if you want to check that out and support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. Now we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.